Hello ladies and gents, and welcome back to Thief Gold Expert Playthrough here on Hitthesnake. Last time I finished Song of the Caverns, which is the last Thief Gold extra mission, so that's the last of the 3 extra missions that Looking Glass Studios put into the game when they made the Gold Edition. And I actually think it's one of the best missions in the game. It's up there with the Sword, it's up there with Lord Bafford's Manor, which is a great mission as well. It was quite unexpected as well. I was expecting another cavern kind of mission, and I was absolutely truly surprised when it just flipped on the head. We met Raoul, the singing previous opera house owner, and he was a great character. And then I was in an opera house basically stealing from the rich and giving to myself. So anyway, I'm going to continue on here. The next mission is another one of the original missions where you would have gotten the 2 talismans in once, I think. I think I've heard about this mission, but I'll talk about it once we watch the cutscene. Having pledged our honour as shield over air, we must be mindful. Let it be locked away and safe, but ever in view of the faithful. Future generations are hostage to our care. Hammerite Sermon of the Talisman.
Getting the Talisman of Air will be an interesting challenge, but I'll need it if I want to get the eye for Constantine. It's well hidden inside the city's Hammer Temple, so I'll have to do some scouting around. Problem is, the place is fully active day and night. Not even I can stay undetected for very long. Well, they say that the best place to hide a letter is on the mantelpiece. With that in mind, I'll be going in by the front door, dressed as a Hammerite novice. That should be perfect, since novices aren't allowed to speak while on the temple grounds. My contacts can get me a novice's pass to get me through the gate. Once inside, I'll be free to take my time, explore the place thoroughly, and find the talisman. As long as I don't do anything violent or get caught somewhere I shouldn't be. Because as the new arrival, I'll be the first person they'll suspect if anything goes wrong.
Right, so here's another really super interesting mission, and I can imagine this is the 9th or 10th mission, I think, in the original Thief. It really would have broken up the missions. So the last mission in the original Thief Dark Project would have been the Lost City mission, and it really would have broken it up, because I never thought that you would be disguised in Thief. I thought it was always hiding the shadows are your disguise. But Garret is full on going in a Hammerite outfit. I wish it was third person, just so you could see how silly Garret looks as a Hammerite. But obviously I'm dressing up as a Hammerite and entering a Hammerite temple in the city to get the Talisman of Air. Super interesting. So Undercover is the name of the mission, because obviously I'm undercover as a Hammerite. Anyway, posing as a Hammerite novice, present your credentials to the guard at the gate and enter the Hammerite temple. Search the temple and discover where the Talisman of Air is kept. When you find it, take it. Oh, and while you're looting the place, steal the hammer's holy first hammer from the reliquary. Jesus Christ. Reliquary. I'm not even going to try that word. In addition to stealing the talismans, steal 2,400 worth of valuables while you're in the temple. Don't kill any Hammerites while you're on a job, and once I've achieved the other objectives, get out of the temple onto the streets. Fairly typical mission objectives. I'm going to have to find a holy first hammer, and then I'm going to get 2,400 worth of gold, which is quite high, but I'd imagine it being a Hammerite temple, it'll probably be full of things. Now, it being a temple, there's definitely going to be plenty of marble, so I'm going to take plenty of moss arrows, all the water arrows I can get. Gas mines are 650, gas arrows are 500. I'll take one more gas arrow. I don't think I'll need a healing potion. I don't think I'll be fighting any undead here. So I'm not going to get them. I have the scroll so I can get in. A genuine letter of introduction for Hammerite Novice. This should get you past the guard at the gate. I think I'm going to go just the moss arrows and whatever I've left over. Can I get any of these? Like I have 1 gas arrow, so 2 gas arrows, 8 moss arrows. Like the moss arrows are going to be super important. Or are they? Maybe if I get 5 moss arrows, or 4 moss arrows even, get 1 more gas arrow. Because I'm in disguise, so I should be able to walk around freely. So maybe less moss arrows would be a better idea overall. I shouldn't need a fire arrow for anything, and I shouldn't need a mine for anything, I don't think. I'm not going to be killing anyone. Noisemaker might be helpful. And 1 more moss arrow, sure. Leaves me with 20. Yeah, I'm happy enough for that. I don't think I need the gas mines. Right, so we're out in the streets. In broad nighttime. Broad daylight nighttime. Yet again, I'm going to comment on the absolute serious work that was done by Eric Brosius on the sound design. I'm sure his wife at the time, Terry, probably helped a lot. The directional sound is just out of this world. It hasn't. I actually don't think it's been matched yet in the game. Right, just searching the streets. Is there any secrets? Is there any place I can go? There's a Hammerite man up there. That must be the front entrance. Doesn't seem to be anything down there. To go back around. I love these missions where they allow you to kind of freely roam around some of the city streets. They're just so cool. What I'd love to see is like a map being made by the fan community of like all of these areas put together into one big map to try to make the city, and that you could free roam around it then. That's a strange door. That's definitely a manor. If Garret wasn't so fondly after this, if he wasn't so far after this particular talisman in this particular temple, so that he can get the eye for Constantine. All right, okay, and that just brings me back around here. Just gonna double check. No, nothing. Yeah, if he wasn't so looking for the talisman, he could possibly go into that manor and take some gold, but just an empty street. Yeah, it is, so there doesn't seem to be anything major out in the streets. I suppose it's just big enough so that you probably wouldn't walk off to find it, but so on. I wonder, can I hop up on that door and over that wall? Or have they made... Oh... I can definitely get up there. He's grabbing on at one area. Okay. Okay. I'm up on the door. I wonder, can I get over this wall? I wonder can I sneak into the Hammerite Temple without even having to go in the front door? Oh, I definitely can. I definitely can. Here I am up on the roof. This must be the temple. There's a man down there. Sweet, I'm up on the roof. There doesn't seem to be any footstep sounds. I suppose this is probably out of bounds, is it? Look at that skybox. That's super cool. I can just look into the level. I don't... Look at that. The church down there. Some steampunk. The city is so big. What a great skybox. This is so weird. I'm just like... I've completed an objective. Enter Hammerite Temple via the front entrance. Yeah, my front entrance is the rooftops. Look at this. I'm out of bounds. Like, totally out of bounds. Look at this. This is brilliant. Like this, I've actually don't think I've ever seen this far out of bounds of a thief map. Oh, lost some health. So I'm literally like, I'm in the back door now. I lost a bit of health obviously, but that's so funny that you can just hop in. That was an oversight by the developers, or maybe it was put there for, you know, the people who are like good at thief. Look at this. I am just clambering around the alleys of the world, like. Okay, I was down there earlier walking around. So literally that's how they do a hallway. They just make this big area, this useless area that doesn't need to be seen. It's funny that they've modelled so much of this map, even though it doesn't need to be seen. This is so strange, seeing so much of a thief level in one go. Oh my god! What did I achieve? Oh yeah, same objective. Did you see that jump? This is brilliant. It's so weird, they obviously haven't modelled the sound for this area because I'm not making any jump sounds or anything. It doesn't need to be there because they wouldn't expect you to be in this part of the map. Whoa! This is so funny. I was down there earlier trying to hop over that wall. That's so interesting though. Just in a library now. Right, okay, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna take on this mission properly. I'm taking the absolute piss here. I wanna see what happens when I go through the front door. That's brilliant though, so if anybody wants to know, there is a glitch there that you can hop over that wall. That's hilarious. Doesn't seem to be any gold or anything. Okay, here we are. The main entrance.
Present thy credentials, novice.
Present the credentials. There's my scroll. As approved by His Eminence, the High Priest Markander, we deliver unto you this novice. Under the standard agreement of service, the novice is sent with full status and training as such, and should serve with humility and vigour to the best of his skills. He will endure a standard 3-year contract of service, at the end of which he will be considered for indoctrination as an elevated acolyte. The novice has been instructed in the rules and strictures of the order, has sworn his warrants to be silent in his vigils, and knows to maintain the marked privacies last indicated by the standard inverted red hammer sigil. Please remit periodic evaluations of his conduct as warranted, or at 6-month intervals. May the hammer fall on the unrighteous. Officially, Brother Sackelman. I just thought there's actually no women Hammerites as far as I'm aware. So maybe like priests, you know, in the Catholic religion generally there aren't women priests. I know there are women pastors and stuff like that, but here in Ireland anyway, there's no women priests. So maybe the women aren't allowed to become Hammerites. Maybe there's like a nun kind of order for the Order of Hammers, the Sisters of the Hammer, maybe. Interesting. It's so weird standing in front of a Hammerite and him not wanting to kill me. Right, here we are. In the front gate. Cool. This is so interesting. Like, what a change up of, like, I kind of didn't think that this was going to be in the game. In light of a recent break-in at Crag's Cleft, that was me, all temple patrols will be doubled until further notice. There's an alarm there. Some spinning gears. Right, it seems there's some gold there. Is there an area where I could hide this guard if I was to take him out? Suppose I can just take the two of them out. Hide them down this alley here. I wonder if I chuck them will they die. No. Luckily. Right. Men are hidden. The gold is mine. 75 gold. It's kind of like a barracks.
The rules do not permit novices in the barracks, as thou should well know. Be off.
Right, I'm not permitted in the barracks. As thou should well know. Be off.
Thou should not be in the barracks, brother. Remember that novices are not permitted.
Right, we'll take them all out. Steal whatever they have. Which in this case is nothing. How dare you tell me that I shouldn't be in the barracks? Dish. This is so cool. I'm loving this mission so far. Just like the idea of being in a Hammerite cathedral, like, or temple, and just like telling them, doing whatever I want, really. Tell them to shag off. I wonder if I go back into them boys now. Will they, them boys, do you hear me? Will they give out to me again?
The rules do not permit novices in the barracks, as thou should well know. Be off.
Come closer, and thou shalt feel my aim.
How does he know now? How did that guy know?
Thou should not be in the...
Just carrying around bodies through the temple. All is well in the world. Nobody needs to question me. Keep them bodies in the darkness.
The rules do not permit novices in the barracks, as thou should well know. Be off.
Thou well knows. Gonna cut down this. I'm not sure what they have hidden in these areas. Right, okay. So I'm gonna take out that guy. He seems to come in here. I'm gonna leave that door closed. Until that guy comes around. I'll cut down these. Because this guy seems to know if the gold is missing, and then he sets off the alarm, so I don't want that to happen. Like, even though I can walk around freely, I'm still just bopping lads over the head, like. So funny. What a great mission. All the bodies found down the fucking holes later on. I'm gonna leave that piece of gold there. I know where it is. Like, I'm probably gonna be exiting via the front door as well. So this is literally like the Church of the Hammer. There's probably the master builder with his hammer. I am a wall builder. Let my walls endure from season to season, year to year, and age to age. Let my walls stand while their families toil, armies march and empires fall. I am the wall builder. and my walls will stand always as a shield against evil. This I pray, that will the Master Builder grant. Hammerite Compendium of Precepts, Regimens and Rules of Conduct, Volume 12. The Builder gave thou the raw stuff of thy life. Make thou a great work of it, or thou mockest his gifts. So literally, if Garret was deciding to actually become Master Builder, he'd just be inside this building now, going around, learning all about the hammer, fucking history, learning all his, like, psalms and fucking poems that he needs to be saying. Imagine. Okay. A balcony.
Verily. Some have told me it was his own brethren who in sin didst turn him in.
Thieves betray their own. Now, as always,
The sacred skull of Saint Yora, a builder and devout keeper of faith. The hammers have learned how to phase through doors, as you saw there. I assume I'm not allowed to carry around bodies in sight of hammerites, but I do need to get these bodies to somewhere safe, which is out the front door as far as I'm concerned. Imagine just clearing an entire sept of hammerites out of their own temple. Little did they know that a novice was coming in to beat them all over the head. There's going to be like 30 hammerites down there by the end of this mission. If I keep bringing them to the front door. Good thing as well is I'm allowed to make noise, which is great. I'm allowed to jump around, I'd imagine. Hammerites are not permitted to jump on Hammerite property. The two lads in the barracks don't really need to be moved. Like, I don't think they don't seem to be patrolling around. Like, devout keeper of the faith, the first hammer, symbol of the ascent from the trickster's shadow. The forged child. This hammer was to be cast out of a mould. It was brought to the world by Father Tenor, now sainted. Are these worth something? Right, I got the first hammer from the reliquary or something. How do I pronounce it? I'm not sure. Hopefully nobody sees that that's missing. Hopefully nobody patrols that room. In fact, so much so that I'm going to lock that room as well from the other side, just to make sure. Well, not lock it, but just close the door. Right, so I have the very first hammer, the hammer that seemingly put the trickster out of work.
Hast thought upon who is likely to succeed our master?
Surely not for many years.
Not thou blind. He is old. And the master forgers do jostle each other for precedence.
I spy not on my betters, 'tis in the builder's hands.
'Tis true, 'tis true.
I spy not in the builder's hands. It's so freeing to be able to run around marble.
soul's health, but no longer.
The builder's truth it is that men without belief do soften and fail as rotten wood.
We have quite a lot of Hammerites moving around this particular floor. This seems to be some kind of graveyard, maybe? Maybe for, like, the highest up in the Hammerites. Right, there's a lot of movement. I'm going to go upstairs here. There was another few rooms that I didn't go through just yet. Like here. This is a library. Oh, I was in here earlier when I broke the boundaries of the game and hopped onto this particular balcony. So wait now, you must be able to get out of bounds by hopping up on some of these walls. Like... I see, I can just get out of bounds, like. They mustn't have taught that one true that well. Because I can easily get out of bounds from that balcony. Okay. Strange enough. Hammerite compendium of precepts, regiments and rules. Conduct. Time once past, the harlot did say to the priest, tarry a while and wait upon thy duties. And the priest did tarry. Whatever that means. Temple authorization and access. Novices, as per the official books, are not permitted keys and are not allowed to enter the restricted areas for any reason. These areas are designated by standard red inverted hammer. Temple guardsmen are not permitted keys but may enter restricted areas in pursuit of their function. Temple priests will be issued keys to most areas and are allowed in the restricted rooms when authorized by the high priest. They are also, of course, allowed in their own quarters, but not in those of other priests. The high priest is granted the master key, has no restriction to access, and will keep in his possession thy holy symbol of the temple. Okay, so the priests have the keys. I can't change disguises like Hitman. That would be quite cool if I could. I'm sure that they probably were thinking of ideas like that, but it probably was too hard to implement at the time. Amorite compendium of precepts, regiments and rules of conduct. Mortar cannot hold when stone is not strong and clean. Before beginning thy endeavours, look thy material, both physical and spiritually. Volume 94. Guards thy tongue from the falsehood, and thou guardest thy pure from a purse from a jackblade. Guard thy hand from misdeed, as thou guardest thy house from firelighters. 141. The builder came among his children and asked, Who is that hath spoilt this work? Then diddest his errand son answer, I do not know. Then diddest the builder cast down his son and smite him with his hammer. For it is not known that a mistake may be mastered, but lie lasted forever on his tongue. 53. To use thy chisel is to blunt its edge against the stone. To not use thy chisel is to waste its edge. Volume 2. When the thief did cry to the master, Release me, for I repent, and I shall do good all my days. Then the master strike that thief's hand from him with a blade, and the master said, Go now and do good, for thy repentance has been paid. Okay, so my hands will get cut off if I'm a thief. That's a locked door for one of these, what do they call it? They called it an area that I'm basically not allowed into. I have it on a piece of paper, don't I? That's the scroll. I'm hearing so much walking around.
Time was, the sinners retained which have no second
More
chance.
gold.
They were dispatched forthwith to explain their misdeeds to their builder,
Our strength and resolve, 'tis not what it once was.
and see what our weakness
I heard this from the outside as well, I think.
Sin reached to the very
So just outside these walls is that area. What happens if I take this guy out?
Thou shalt regret thine ins.
No.
And Builder said, if the foundation is weak, do wail and gnash your teeth. Nay, you tear it down and begin an intruder!
Oh, he stepped up. See that dodge? What a boss. Okay. The two of these men have been dealt with. I think I might leave them behind that wall. That should be good enough for now. I will probably try to bring them out to the main area when I can. But now is not that time. Right, let's try lockpick this door, so... I wonder, is it like a guard area or something? These are like for the higher up hammers, basically. And they've got the inverted hammer to say that you can't go in if you're a novice, like myself at the moment. There it is. The symbol. Some wine. Number 7, when the builder walks before thee and builds for thee a fortress, wilt thou go inside and shut the door, or wilt thou say, yes, and now I shall raise one of my own? 199, a flaw in the gear will fate it to shatter, a flaw in the beam harbours the termite, a flaw in the man's righteousness encompasses his death. Like, I'm not a very religious person at all. In fact, I'm not religious at all. But some of these sayings are like, you know, it's all about just building things and creating things. I kind of like that sentiment. Now, they're mixing it with a spirituality thing that I don't really believe in. But I kind of like some of those sentiments there, like, you know. Right, so I need a key for that. So I'm going to have to get some keys off some priests. Because it is the priests that have the keys. Now, taking out some guys down these hallways is going to be quite tough. Just gotta find like 1 or 2 on their own. Some food, books. Terrence, we are almost done converting the old kitchens into the new treasury. All of the kitchen stores have now been moved up from the downstairs, and some of the church valuables have been moved down. Work should be completed within the week. Nolman. The Hammerites work hard and they play hard. Are you all ready for this? Is there no light switch there? That's like a water area. Of course, the Hammerites would have like the most advanced buildings. So they don't have any like torches. Except those candles now for dinner light, I suppose. Two bodies in the kitchen. So many will have gone to sleep on their jobs. They'll be given out to drastically. Oh, look at all the hammers. Tiny hammers, baby hammers, for child hammers maybe? For children who are inducted into the order. Can children be inducted into the order of hammers? Possibly. And the whole idea that novices can't talk, that's a very simple and effective way of like basically meaning Garret can't talk in this particular mission. Shit. Well, that's what you get when you beat somebody over the head in the face with a blackjack. Right, bring this guy out the front door. Put him with his friends. Just gotta be safe and sorry. The less of these guys I have to deal with, the better, really. And I think it's really funny that I'm putting like 30 of them down here. Off you go. If they glitch through walls, I wonder, can the guards see them? Seems I can walk around with weapons in their face. Just get him out of the hallway. Just in case anybody else walks down. This is quite a cool mission. I know I'm completely like playing it kind of wrong. Well, not wrong, but like I'm just taking out the guys, like just so I can freely move around. I'm gonna assume nobody comes up here. So I'm gonna put these guys in there next to the wall. So can I see through that wall? I can't. Well, there's nothing to see through there anyway. Alright, back downstairs. Alright. There's some doors there that I can go into. Cheese. Eat it. It's only going to get in my way. Right, I have a key. 77. What is a tree but a tower that withers and dies? Ha! What is a pond but a cistern that stagnates and fills with muck? What is a patch of ground but a road with cracks and washes away? Now you see, I don't agree with that. Trees are obviously very important for life. Garret is like really against the Hammerite Order. He loves cutting down their posters. Right, that's where they get their drinking water from. It's down here. Basement area, we'll leave that now for the moment. Is that the... This is the treasure room, is it? Can I jump over there? Well, there's the talisman. You can sometimes trick the game into letting you squeeze through certain gates. Shit. This is like the dungeon.
If thou be there, bespeak thyself.
Ooh, did I save it before I went up there? I should have. Jeez, I'm like in a cavern area. I assume I can't be in here. Okay, maybe I can. I saved it before I jumped. Yeah, I did. So there's the talisman. More stairs leading down. Right, and the kitchen again. Okay. Okay. That is fine. I'm going to try the other hallway now. I might open that locked door as well afterwards. And this one. But I have a key now as well, so I might be able to open the doors more effectively. Some more gold. Make sure to cut down all of these, because Garret seriously doesn't believe in their religion. Lock out the doors. Okay, sneaking up behind this guy. He's a high priest.
Nothing.
Let's see if I can just dart. Yeah. More keys. Lord Bafford's fucking yokes. He's knocked out, that's fine. Another hammer. Wonder, can I knock them out with the hammers, or does that kill them? I know you can throw them. Probably kills them. Some more gold. 650 gold, not too bad. A healing potion, that might come in handy. Right, okay. Red is the Hammerite's favourite colours as well, obviously. Big fans of the colour red. This one I was in, he's been knocked out. I think I need to move his body because it's in view of that window. So just throw him here. There's no secret door or anything that I'm missing. No switches. Doesn't seem to be. I'm sure it would be labelled in some kind of book anyway, if there was. Being in here. And this one is open. Ooh. I have a few keys now. There was a locked chest somewhere. Where was that chest? Was that upstairs? I think that chest was upstairs. Or was it in here? No, but I wasn't in here, so... A stroke of thy chisel once made canst be undone, but the stroke thou dost not make from fear is worse flaw. Be not cautious, be correct. Always make things exactly right, basically, was the sentiment behind that particular argument. Which had the lock? There was a locked chest. Where was it? Wasn't in here. Not here. Not in the kitchen. Was it upstairs? I think it might be upstairs. I'm going to just take a quick look, a quick gander, a quick goosey gander. Ah, it's those that are making that clicking noise. I was wondering. It was in here, wasn't it? Yes, in this one. Okay. We have a few keys to try. That one opened it. Sweet as. Scroll. The cage containing the talisman can only be opened when the 5 locks have been released. The lock releases are placed in various locations about this temple. One resides with Brother Mason. One is behind the skull of Saint Yora. Okay. One is in the kitchen by the oven. Cool. One is behind the rack, which loosens men's tongues. One is behind the keystone tree. And the locks must be released within the span of 5 minutes. When all of the locks are released, the talisman cage can be opened. Then he who removes the talisman must first recite the prayer of the Wallbringer. Okay. Do they have some kind of magic placed on it, I wonder? Brother Mason. Wrong one. Where is Brother Mason's? Yora, kitchen, rack which loosens men's tongues. I'm going to just look for the one out in the garden as well, because they said there was one out in the garden, correct? Can any of these be stolen? Or any of them useful? No. Nothing in any of the barracks, the outdoor barracks. The keystone tree. Which tree is the keystone tree? If any of these trees are the keystone tree. It doesn't look like there's any specific trees there. Maybe out in this garden, even though this isn't really a garden. Is that a keystone tree? That's a grave. Suppose I can take all this gold now without causing too much hassle. Sweet. Really moving up in the world in terms of the gold anyway, which is good. There's a stairs there which I have seen but didn't try yet. Sweet as, nice and dark down here, so easy to hide people. Where does this lead? This is a storeroom by the looks of it. Oh, I saw this area previously from another location. Am I supposed to be down here? This man doesn't seem to mind anyway. Do I have a map of this? I do have an extremely detailed map by the looks of it. Okay, yeah. Novices, a sparring room, yeah, that's what I thought it was. The graveyard, storage, dining room. Storage? Isn't that a kitchen? Oh, they said the kitchen was moved. And location unknown. Well, I'll come back down here into this deep dark recesses of my mind and hide another body in the darkness. I will continue to look around this area for anything specific. Some gold would be handy. There's our man. This leads back around to where it was.
If thou wilt hearken to the designs the builder has made.
He didn't like that anyway. Took it. Sounded like a lady in this game. The lady voice actors, whoever do the lady voice actors, sounded like one of them getting hit. The brothers must not lie with each other. Garret is just obsessed with having people think that everyone is gay for each other. Women, men, doesn't matter. That's just what he's obsessed with. He likes leaving his calling card is that. He leaves people together in piles so that people think that they were just riding. Dungeons. Loosens men's tongues. Is this the loosen men's tongues thing? It is. Right, there's one of them. I've got a man asleep in this room, so I'm going to move very silently inside. Save the game. I'll take him out. Better off, I think, because I'm going to be running around these areas later. Don't want to wake him up.
Regret.
I regret nothing. More tombs and coffins for when they need to bury people, I suppose. So where am I now? Storage. Yeah, this is a storage room for definite. So is this the kitchen up here, or is this just an ladder? Okay. Yeah, that's where I saw earlier, this area. So the kitchen is... This is storage. This is the Inquisitor's lounge. A flaw in the gear will fade it to shatter. I've heard that one. Cut down all the hammerite. Mumbo jumbo. Not needed. Is this brother something's? No. Maybe not. Sure, it wouldn't make sense to have them so close to each other. So this kind of is the dungeons where they loosen men's tongues, according to this thing anyway. Where is this? This is the area that has the key in it anyway. Or the talisman rather. I suppose they are keys. The talismans will open up the haunted cathedral for me. So where? How do I get to the kitchen? I'm kind of confused. Where am I now? The kitchen probably is through some door in this area. Is this the kitchen? Right, it's locked, so it could be the kitchen or it could be the treasure room. Okay, this was the kitchen, so right, there's the switch. So 2 switches on this floor have been found. Piles and piles of money. Oh, that's so satisfying. That is so satisfying. 2,333 gold, doing very well. And I found the other switch that I need. So, where do I need to go next? I need to... Location unknown, not really sure what the story is there. High Priest, Priest Quarters, Dining Room, Garden, Streets. I can go further down, so I suppose if I have a quick look downstairs again, which is this way. That's the wrong way. That's not the way I want to go. This is the way I want to go. This is location unknown, so this is just the basement. Fair enough. I'll have a quick look around this area, see if I can find anything of note. Where did it say it was on the papyrus scroll? Brother Mason, not sure where he is. Skull of Yora and Ora is the kitchen downstairs. The rack which loosens men's tongues. So I know where the three of them are. Keystone Tree and Brother Mason I am quite unsure about currently. Right, so I've gotten all the gold objective complete, which is awesome. Right, so we'll head down this way again. Just take a look. Yeah, just need to get the talisman now and then I can get out of here. This is a seriously cool mission as well. This is probably one of my favourites in the game so far, as well as Song of the Caverns and as well as Lord Bafford's and the Sword. Sword is an amazing mission. Right, so it just seems to be I think I've gone through all the areas downstairs anyway. That's the way back up. It's the bodies that I took out earlier. Now, I went up here, did I? There was another stairs I went up on like the other side of this area. I think. Somewhere down here maybe. And it led me to a different hallway, or a hallway that looked different anyway. Was it down here? It might be. This might be the one. No, this just leads me back to the Inquisitor's room. Was it down here? That leads to that room. Possibly the other side here. Might have. There's the steps down, yeah. Leading back to the caverns. This is the other side of the caverns. Or is this the same side? I'm kind of confused, if I'm being honest. I went up the stairs earlier, definitely though. I'm going around in circles. That's the problem. Where am I being led at all? Okay. Right, back up here, which isn't too bad. Now, Keystone Tree, I'm not 100% sure what they mean by that. Is there further stairs down this hallway? Priest's quarters, and High Priest is in the center, maybe? So how do I get to the center room if I want to get into the High Priest's sept? Or was I already in it? Like, this is possibly the High Priest's area? According to this, anyway. This is the High Priest's quarters. So is Brother Mason the High Priest? Is his switch somewhere in here? Can this be cut down? No. Where is Brother Mason's quarters? Oh yes, okay. There was one area down here I don't think I was down. I have 5 minutes to do it, so I'll give it a go and see if on my travels, with a bit of pressure, I might be able to do it quickly. There's a stairs leading up there. Have I gone up that stairs? Okay, just leads to the kitchen area again. Right. Brother Mason, where would he be staying? I assume it has to be one of these rooms. Yora's skull anyway is upstairs, so I probably will go look for that now, soon. Can't see any switches there. Yora upstairs. Barracks. Library. You completely missed that if you didn't see it. Or if you didn't look, like. Is this Brother Mason's room? I don't know. Which are the other ones? I need a keystone tree, which I don't know where it is, and I need to go downstairs again. So I'll head downstairs here. I'm doing it all squareways. I should have gotten this guy's earlier, but you know, you get caught like. So this is just obviously a tomb where they keep all their bodies, the lads' bodies. Nothing up that way. Why am I going that way? Need to get to the Inquisitor's room, which is down here, possibly. Possibly. Yeah, here we are. So that was through there. So, Brother Mason's room. Is this Brother Mason? Is this his room? I don't think so. Need the stairs up to get out to the garden. Which are going to be this way. Check all these rooms again. I don't see any switches. Keystone tree. Is it on the tree? Is it under the tree? What makes it a keystone tree? What is a keystone tree? Keystone tree. I have no idea what a keystone tree is, and I have no idea where Brother Mason's room is either. been in all these rooms. Nothing in here. That's the main dining room. Oh, that's the end of it. Whoa, that scared the shit out of me, whatever that noise was. So where's Brother Mason's? How would I know it's Brother Mason's? I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm going to have one more look at this papyrus. Am I not reading it correctly? The lock releases are in various places about this temple. One resides with Brother Mason. Brother Mason. Where could Brother Mason be? The skull, the kitchen, the rack. One is behind the keystone tree. Did I pick up a tree and throw it across the room? Like, that would be an ideal place for it, really, wouldn't it? I have to be missing some area that I haven't been to yet. Oh, another one of these that I haven't cut down yet. Is this the keystone tree? Like these things? Right, okay, that's in my inventory. Wonder what that hammer is for. If I put it like here somewhere. A heavy hammer. That looks like a hammer. Like, what would that hammer be for? This isn't a keystone tree. Keystone tree. Cut all of these down anyway. Maybe in here in the church, would there be a keystone tree, whatever a keystone tree might be? Where is the keystone tree and Brother Mason? All of them need to be cut down. Novices are, per official books, not a temple guardsmen are not permitted keys. Temple priests would be issued keys to most areas and allowed in restricted room when authorized by the high priest. They are also, of course, allowed in their own quarters, but not in those of other priests. The high priest is granted master key, which has no restrictions to access, and will keep possession of the holy symbol of the temple, which is this hammer, I would imagine. there's like not enough notes in this mission to kind of help me out with where I'm supposed to be going. This one has behind Brother Mason. So do I need to throw this hammer on? There it is. Okay, I found Brother Mason. Now I just need to find the keystone tree. Brother Terence. Father Theol. Is this a keystone tree? It must be out. It has to be out in the other garden, right? Do I have to knock down a tree, maybe? Cut down a tree, is that a possibility? The only other thing I can think is those big, large stone... cutting tree, trying to cut down trees, going around to each tree and hitting them individually. Why are some of them... Oh, okay. I didn't turn up the old gamma there and see if I'm if I'm just not seeing it. Is it somewhere hidden here around these trees? Keystone tree, like, it has to be in the garden, right? Like, has to be. It has to, absolutely has to be in the garden. Is it like on top of a tree? Oh, look at it here. Oh my god. Right, okay. Maybe if I save it and get to the garden as quick as I can, I might do it before. It runs out of time. Right, so that's it. I've gotten the thing. Sweet. So I need to go downstairs. That was well hidden now. I don't know why that's the keystone tree. What makes it any different to any of the rest of the fucking trees? But so on. Or so what. Still a very cool mission. Nice and tidy, small kind of areas. Not super big, not too large, not like overwhelmed. Still a super cool mission. Just I always seem to get caught in like one or two things when I'm playing the game. I have to recite some poem, don't I? Which is here. Alright, time to get out of here. The alarms have been set off. Will I escape in time? There's 2 guys in those barracks upstairs, still awake. Oh. That was a really cool mission though. Absolutely just... What? Just seen at the end, but got finished. That's a really cool mission, Undercover. Nice change up from the usual mission structure where you have to sneak in and you have to sneak around. I could walk around freely and kind of take guys out fairly handily. Got caught obviously on that little keystone tree bit. I could have finished the mission way earlier. But I'm probably going to cut out all that. Actually, I'll cut out all that section. So there was a time where I was looking for this keystone tree for a very long time, except luckily due to the power of the internet you saw none of that. I found it after about half an hour of play. But anyway, thanks very much for watching Thief Gold Expert Playthrough. Undercover, another one of my kind of more favourite missions of this game so far. I think probably down the end probably is the, like, I didn't like the Lost City. I thought it was boring. But we'll continue on. There might be more missions that I don't like, but certainly Undercover's up there with the top missions for me. Very interesting, nice change up, a little more relaxed of a mission than usual. So anyway, thanks very much for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.
Videos for no one watches now. Hitthesnake, looking at lovely things we have.